And that, my friends, means it's time to Rumpelstiltskin.
Stiltskin in the rumple.
We got the one, and we, I do believe, have a two.
There's a two.
Hot diggity dang, Dan, oh man.
Diggity.
The turkey didn't take him out, folks, so Dan made it.
Yeah, no. No turkey murder.
No tryptophan overdoses for you this year.
Nope, just Flavor Town. Only overdoses in Flavor Town. Where? Yeah, I need my frosted tips and my sports sunglasses. Woo!
For Flavor Town?
So I could be Guy Fieri.
Oh, bet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do believe the microphones are coming in hot, and the video is framed up for the most part here, folks. So that means that we've got a welcome back to the Truther Cast, home of the Truther Cast. We are here to hopefully take your minimally echoey or overblown out microphones truth orders. If you are not familiar with the show, I do thank you. You're pretty handsome, nice little face there. I do thank you so very much for coming on by and checking out the show. And since you're maybe not so familiar with us, we are just, attempting to not be two more dudes out there complaining on the old interwebs. And we here at the Truther Cast, we've got a shtick or two. And, one of those is that, awareness leads to realization. You can't force people into the, your thoughts and your opinions or to believe things for the most part. And instead, we must, lead the horse to the water. Now, you can shove his head in there like Dan does to make him drink, which I do when I take their phone and I do what I'll tell you about later. But, in general, you got to explain things to them, use your mind bullets and, help them come to their own awareness or come to their own realization through more awareness. And so that's what we like doing here, man. A little bit more of that alt news kind of vibe, the independent journalists, the citizen journalists, who we will be highlighting throughout the show here because we like to show you how to build a better news feed, man. I don't like just, hey, I listened to these people and I found the topics through them and now I'll tell you about the topic and never tell you about that person because there's a lot of time. And if you don't have a lot of time, listening to this show is a nice sum up where we don't, jabber jack and, just talking heads roll on about a topic to fill a time segment. It's kind of like, hey, let's just get through it. And, there might be a little bit of a long-winded rant once in a while when things are passionate, or maybe a little bit more information is needed. But in general, we try to keep things a little bit quicker. And then we suggest that you go and follow these people that we highlight because then you can build yourself a better news feed. If you wound up here, you might already have a pretty decent news feed, but there might be a one-off. But if you got a good news feed, man, the best thing you can do is kind of like was the Andy Frisella one, man? The best rebellion is personal excellence.
Yes, I believe that's what he says.
I love that damn phrase, bro, because it's not very like inciting of, insurrections or violence in any nature.
No, just being the best version of yourself. I believe it'd be very Christian. I don't want to label it but very, very godlike.
And very honorable,
Yeah.
And
Spiritualistic.
as frustrated as we get, you might want to insurrect, but we know that's not the right thing to do. So the best way to rebel against
Last resort.
the evil bad, yeah, right. It's hey, you're not listening, so now I brought sticks.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I now bring a steak.
So one of the best rebellions against the evil bad guy, deep state, son of a bitch, tyrannical dictators that are in charge in trying to obfuscate the Trump mandate that we most all voted for around here. The best way to fight them sons of bitches is personal excellence, man. Second best way, sharing the Truthercast. But
Right.
that is our shtick here, folks. And if you're coming back, man, thank you for being a Truther Triber frequent flyer. Thanks for coming on back. Love to hear you sound off in the live chat down below. Let us know what you thought last week was interesting or needs more awareness, and we will pull it up on the show live, probably, unless it's weird or strange or like naughty or something. But like, something
Naughty.
meaningful and good. We'll pull that up live on the show, man. We might even have to live grok it or some shit, man. But definitely thank you so very, very much for coming back to the show. If you have not checked it out already, a great way to help us out and keep the lights on around here, folks, is to check out the broken thing on the screen that you can't see because it's funnier every time when I have to fix it. So if you check out the link description box down below, you will see a signup.toleratetech.com. If you got a computer and you use it more than like once or twice a month, you should sign up for my Tolerate Tech program. This is the sponsor of the show, folks. My company, Revival Tech. I'm Scott, and I would love to be your fellow like-minded tech guy. And, it can help protect your computer, help protect you, and then help you, not go insane and be pissed off and want to punch it in the screen all the time. So check that out, signup.toleratetech.com down below. Full antivirus security, update management, and, me, you freaking like-minded tech guy. So definitely go and check that out when you have a sec. Signup.toleratetech.com in that link description box down below. But if you are like us and you are one of those frugal-minded sons of biscuits, Mr. Dan loves to tell you a free way to help out around here.
A click. I think it's 3. And you can share the show by clicking share, choosing where, and then share button again. Just like that, you can avoid being a hoe by sharing the show. Nobody likes being, there's some people that just like being hoes. We can't say that. Can't disregard the hoes.
Most people.
Yeah. If you want to save yourself from being a hoe, share the show. Sharing's caring. It's just nice, That's what your parents hopefully taught you. Hopefully.
To not be a hoe.
Muggers probably don't get taught that.
Well, most hoes were probably not taught to be hoes, but it was like a lack of not being taught to not be a hoe.
That's probably what it is for a mugger then. They weren't told sharing is caring enough. And so then they're like, you know what? I'm taking it. Sharing's silly.
I heard sharing's great, so I'm going to rob you.
I was told you go get what you need.
Yeah, right.
I'm just getting what I need. You just happen to have what I need. Sorry.
I mean, that's true. 24 days until Christmas. My Lord.
Oh, man. Start the countdown.
Yeah, welcome, Wilkin Sane. She be a frequent flyer because she coming in hot with the ad. She said, 24 days until Christmas. Give the gift of learning to tolerate your tech. You should 100% do that, folks. You can come on over to signup.toleratetech.com and just buy it and then tell me who the heck I'm going to reach out to and, set their computer up and protect it. So, you can give the gift of tolerate text. So, good point, Miss Wilkins Saint. You can definitely go over to the truthercast.com website as well. You can Google alt news creators list. That'll jump you right to it. But you're on the Truthercast page, you go to resources up at the top, or, in the little hamburger menu on mobile, and go to that recommended list. And that's going to have some of the honorable mentions of the people that we frequently highlight around here. And that's a good way to build a better news feed for yourself, or, mom, dad, brother, sister, cousin, or friend at work who's, alt news curious. And they just need a little help of you manually grabbing their phone and just clicking on these handy dandy links that'll jump you right to their socials to follow. You say, hey, what social app you on like all the time? And then they'll go like Facebook. And you're like, bet. Then you pull up the alt news recommended list on truthercast.com. And then you come over here, Steven Crowder, Facebook, Benny Johnson, Facebook, Timcast, Facebook. And then you hit follow and you help them build a better news feed. This right here, man, James O'Keefe. I posted 4 times last week, bro. It was slow / the holiday. 2 of them were James O'Keefe. We got a fresh one and we got a flashback.
He's been doing that holiday.
Work?
Everybody can't say that joke.
Next topic.
A certain phrase can't say in there. At least I realized it before I said it.
Amen. So far, we haven't had to take down an episode.
Saves us a YouTube strike. My mouth must be naughty tonight.
And speaking of it, man, we can go on and jump on into
your pocket change.
Wilkinson also says, and share a Form energy drink with your friend. That's another good holiday cheer.
They have them at Meijer now.
Oh, snap, bro. They blowing up, dude. They blowing up. Yeah. When they decide to call it Form and not First Form.
Right, yeah.
Was that always like that?
It's always, for the energy drink, it's always been like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Company First Form, and they just shortened it to
Threw
Form
me off
drink.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
I don't know why. Probably.
Something marketing was like, if we can make it one word, that sticks better.
Maybe it's a whole separate entity.
Nike.
Maybe there's like
Adidas.
Maybe it was a smart / just something in the food industry that we don't understand, where you have to have it like in a different business because it's liquid and not their supplements. Manufactured for Form Energy, St. Louis, Missouri.
Or it's just separate entity to keep things separate, blah, blah, blah.
That's what I was saying. Like, if the energy drink thing tanked, it wouldn't hit their supplement line.
Yeah, or if him speaking the truth tanked, it wouldn't hurt the Form Energy and function.
Yeah.
Mr. Andy Frisella is a good one, bro. He's got to get on that alt news recommended list, bro. Now they got a YouTube. It was just podcast, but man, I got to get him like front and center, bro.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. They're not like newscasters, but they keep you up to date.
Yeah.
They're citizen journalists.
Yeah, no, they definitely go through the weekly news pretty much with cruising the internet. CTI.
Young.
End up getting the recent news that way to them.
Okay, so this one is a flashback of James O'Keefe, but it is of most pertinence now with the what we covered last week, the Somalian fraud of Minnesota getting even larger, where Mr. Mean Tweet Donald might be back, and he's talking shit about how he's going to cut off all the visas, and Ilhan Omar's going to probably go bye-bye. I mean, stop whispering sweet nothings, bro. All of my Trump homies are like, Gary, he ain't doing he gonna do it. Like, I know, brother, but hang in there, man. Hang in there. Because we are getting close, man. We are getting close. This James O'Keefe flashback here is Ilhan Omar connected to Harvester seen exchanging $200 for 2020 general election ballot. So this goes back to the big 2020 election, the one that was stolen. And James O'Keefe did a lot of reporting back then, and they undercover found someone allegedly that was revealed voters in the Somali community being paid as much as $800 to cast votes for Ilhan Omar. At the time of this report, sources within Somali community confirmed the cash for ballot scheme being an open secret in Minneapolis. We don't care illegally. We don't care illegal. I was given money so I could vote. So here, we can listen to it. In another tape, a ballot harvester admits to being paid $800.
We don't get illegal.
Oh, I get it. They were like, yo, that's illegal. And he said, I don't care illegal. Our investigation has exposed a pay-to-vote scheme in Minnesota. Looks like Congresswoman Ilhan Omar may be connected.
She's the one who came up with all this.
She, Ilhan Omar.
So she did it. She started this whole thing with the pay to vote.
Yeah.
So the people that work for Ilhan are actually counting the ballots, counting the vote.
And they become a manager in the prison too.
If you don't have an absentee ballot, the ballot harvesters vote for you in the polling booths under the guise of being translators.
Man.
Easy rig game. And so this wasn't for the presidential election, but you know, this was the same election time.
With you to the booth, and then they vote. Oh, vote this guy, vote this guy, vote this guy. Vote even if you speak English.
I don't need a translator. You need translator. We come with you.
Yeah.
No, really, I don't need. Oh, okay. I need a translator. Okay. I still have to pay Al Shabaab, aka Al Qaeda, to leave me alone.
Shabab.
Demanding thousands from him. Sources say Ilhan Omar's biggest financer is behind her pay-to-vote scheme and is pulling strings to defund Israel.
The reason she's fighting for Palestine is because of this. So it's all about money and power, and they want her to defund Israel.
For anyone who votes for others illegally, this is the federal law, punishable by up to 5 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. I mean, 5 years is a long time, bro. But like, we actually need to like put people in jail for that, and then like, you know, freaking.
That's always maximum.
I know, right? But like, they need to just go for the maximum, so people are scared of it. Is I guess what I was trying to get out. Like we need to do that, and then like people scared to not do thing bad. Like, I don't know. So this is just, you know, anecdotal evidence connecting a story that was probably scoffed at, you know, back in 2020. Like, oh, I don't know how realistic is that? Oh, what are they doing? Well, now we literally have evidence of a giant Somali community of Minnesota committing, you know, financial Medicaid fraud, you know, claiming their kids were autistic. And then, oh, hey, what do you know? They probably were also behaving like the mafia and doing, you know, the voting election fraud. So, you know, if like people do illegal thingies, they likely are doing other illegal thingies. Not always, but
not always, but generally.
But if people are trying not to do illegal thingies, you can generally bet that they have a very small, short list of illegal things they've done in their life.
Yeah, probably wasn't their first illegal thing.
You know, so very interesting. But if you're not following James O'Keefe, by God, what are you doing? You should have an X account, make an X account, and you should be following James O'Keefe.
Posting the important underrated stories.
Okay, I did do the work. I did the work and I went and found his other ones. So he got a Rumble, a YouTube, X, and a Facebook, and a website. And I got those all linked on the Truthercast recommended page. Yeah, O'Keefe Media Group bet. Man, I did this so long ago. I haven't even updated the logos to X, bro. I gotta give the Truthercast site some love.
Man.
Only so much time. If you are interested in helping out around here, though, definitely hit me up, truthercast@gmail.com. Shoot me an email and eventually I'll see it. But I definitely need people to help me out, put blogs on the website, and cut up clips for the YouTube. Even though now they got a freaking AI, bro. So it's like a cost though. So it'd have to be like something I'm paying out of pocket, or like, hey, if we can start making money here, it'd pay for itself kind of thing, right? But you can feed your long form podcast in, bro, and the thing magically makes clips out of it.
Ooh.
It's like
It was
living
only a
in the
matter of
future, bro.
time.
Yeah.
Gotta love how they know. Oh, shoot.
Bro.
People don't even know how to code anymore. You just ask AI to code it.
Yeah, no, I coded an entire Windows app in 6 months with AI. And then 3 days ago, I created all the code and ran it for the first time on a Mac.
Wow.
It's so sick, bro. I just had a brain explosion. I was like, wait a sec, bro. I can make this whole code just work on Mac, because I'm not trying to make it like fancy full program. It's just like in a terminal, like a command line app, because you can do shit in it. And so it loaded up, bro. And I did my whole tune-up software process on a Mac. And I was like, oh, bro, I'm going to sell this thing for so much money. Because, bro, nobody does Mac, bro. And if I sell that thing, it's like, hey, dude, you don't got to know what to do with Mac. You just learn this. You enter the thing, hit go. It does it. And then charge somebody $100. Boom, done. Boom, done, bro. Boom, done, bro.
You better get on it.
You going to pay me $500, and then you going to make $100 a pop, bro.
Yeah.
You do 5 of these, and you paid for it, man. Boom, done. What do we have next over here? What do we have? Oh, okay. Yeah. So to my question of the night here is, mean tweet Donald Trump back? It's definitely borderline.
Is he off his meds?
Bro.
Is the mean tweet man back?
He was like, who's this guy doing my translating for the social? It's been very mundane and very calm lately. Yeah, no, the radical deep state media, they get all frazzle-dazzled, but honestly, I think it's been a little bit, how do the kids say, weak?
The people need some entertainment.
So he said,
I'm back, baby.
He said, give me my old guy. Get the old guy back in here. Where's the Covfefe guy? That guy was good. He was good at his job. He did a real number. Everybody was clamoring. What is the Covfefe? What is that? So he said, even as we have progressed technologically, immigration policy has eroded those gains in living conditions for many. I will permanently pause migration from all third world countries to allow the U.S. system to fully recover. Terminate all of the millions of Biden illegal admissions, including those signed by Sleepy Joe's auto pen, and remove anyone who is not a net asset to the United States or is incapable of loving our country. End all federal benefits and subsidies to non-citizens of our country. Denaturalize migrants who undermine domestic tranquility, and deport any foreign national who is a public charge, security risk, or non-compatible with Western civilization. Dog, don't make me make a bullet point checklist and hold your feet to the fire, son. Bruh, you whispering a bunch of sweet nothings to us right now. Like, yes, please. That's all the things we want, sis.
Please get it on.
I'm pretty sure I voted once every single time of one of those things.
Yeah.
If I lived in Chicago, then I probably would have multiply voted. Right?
Why not?
Okay, yeah. So these goals will be pursued with the aim of achieving a major reduction in illegal and disruptive populations, including those admitted through an unauthorized and illegal auto pen approval process. Only reverse migration can fully cure this situation. Other than that, happy Thanksgiving to all. Other than that, happy Thanksgiving, yeah. You know, I just got a word vomited about not Thanksgiving, but except those that happy Thanksgiving to all, except those that hate steal and murder or destroy everything that America stands for. Not happy Thanksgiving to them. Shitty Thanksgiving to you.
You have a crappy day, you. No happy Thanksgiving for you.
Oh, bro, then we're going to pull up some. We got to pull up. No, not the website. I tried uploading them and locals was being annoying. I couldn't find the one where, dude, he straight up said something about Ilhan Omar and, hey, we going to get rid of her. And it's like, bruh, like, man, come on, man. Like, you can't be like talking all this shit. Like, you can't be talking all this shit, bro. People are starting to like get pissy about it, bro. Oh, if you in Tennessee's 7th congressional district, Trump is reminding you to go vote. I don't know if it's already happened. That was 2 days ago. This lady is spot on. Ilhan Omar's arrogant defense just put a giant spotlight on her Somali TPS fraud. And now President Trump is ripping it away. Yeah. Take away the funding, bro. This is the other spicy one he was bitching about, bro. Looks like Honduras is trying to change the results of their presidential election. Tito Esfora and Salvador Nasrallah with the Esfora. What are these random ass words? Holding a narrow lead of 500 votes. Yeah, I tried finding them earlier. Oh, yeah. Obama sycophant, the former Attorney General of the United States, who did so much to hurt our country and who weaponized the Obama administration against the Republican Party and me, Eric Holder, known as Fast and Furious, just gave a speech where he empathetically stated, above all else, the Democrats will pack the Supreme Court of the United States if they get the chance. The word is he wants 21 radical left activist judges not being satisfied with the heretofore 15 that they are seeking. It will be 21. They will destroy our Constitution, and there's nothing that the Republicans can do about it unless we terminate the filibuster, which will lead to an easy win of the midterms and an even easier win in the presidential election of 2028. Why would the Republicans even think about giving them this opportunity? The American people don't want gridlock. They want their leaders to get things done. So, bro, the other thing that I was picking up from these, bro, the first one was everyone gets deported, like all of them. Anybody, like, don't blink weird, bro. I'll effing deport you. Like, it was a little bit like, yo, everybody, dude. Like, if you're not this, and this, and that, it wasn't even, so that one could even be taken out, out of context by the media and been like, Trump said he was going to deport anyone that just didn't like America. Yeah, I said that. He did. But like obviously in a legal manner, because to this day, I haven't seen him actually behave like a tyrannical dictator or something like that, right? And this one now, and so that's something that people were begging for, right? So it sounds like his advisors are finally getting the the sound of the ground to him, because he's too busy to keep ear to ground, right?
Right.
And then this one is, hey, the people want the filibuster. That was the other one that the people were bitching about recently when they didn't break the filibuster for the government shutdown thing. Everybody blasted them and was like, oh man, the stupid Trump and the Republicans, they should have actually just went through with breaking the filibuster, blah, blah, blah. We're getting held up on getting, like, we don't even have all of his like appointees pushed through yet, bro. And we're like 9 months in, like 10 months in, like, it's like, okay, yeah. Now it's starting to be too long, right? Like, let's get the shit going, bro. Now we only got like 2 years left or something, right?
Right, yeah. 3, but really 2 of effectiveness.
What up, Mr. Neil Tamir in the chat? Long form what? Long form Trump posts? I agree. It's nice to have OG Trump back. Hell yeah, Wilkins saying. Yeah, the filibuster, right? You know all about Philly and the Busterins,
The Busterins.
Terminate the filibuster and have most successful 4 years in history of our country by far, with not even the hint of a shutdown or our great nation in January 30th.
That is pretty good. The Wilkins saying with the filibuster.
Yeah.
Philly.
If President Trump can be impeached and indicted for the fake Russia collusion story, then Barack Obama should go to prison for creating it. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro, and he's posting more nuke the filibuster. Interesting. And I mean, this is like, you probably ain't looking at a true social, so hopefully the social media manager person is, getting in his ear or something, bro. Because that's all I hear from my homie Trump supporters is like, oh, they should have got rid of filibuster, and oh my God, they should just like deport every son of a bitch out there right now, like everybody says rookie numbers, bro. Just a customer today, I started talking about it with him, bro. And he was also like, oh, dude, like, yeah, it was 20, 30 million, bro. We should be like dumping it right now. Like, we should just pause all immigration, dump it, and then turn it back on later, bro.
I mean, I think we've essentially paused, there's no illegals really.
No illegals, but we haven't stopped it legal
we still have people coming in.
Which
I
honestly,
wonder how
bro,
many a day that averages to be.
For which one?
For legal immigration.
Oh, yeah. Calculator. So let's just say it's 20 million. So 20 million, and then what's 4 times 365? Like 1,400 something.
14 for crap. Brain loss number.
Let's start with that. If we're gonna be slightly OCD,
I've got a lot of
365
I've got a lot of different
4.
things. The brain is over. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say 65 maybe. But I was like, that 5 can't be right. I was doing too many things. In the moment.
Bro, that's 13,000 a day.
$13.5. Wait.
Like 13,700 people a day.
Wait, how? And that's the number for how many we?
That's 20 million divided by the days in 4 years.
The 20 million.
How many immigrants? How many criminal aliens?
Illegals came across, allegedly, right? That's
so like officially it's like 10 to 15 million, and everybody's like, bruh, real life is probably 20, 30.
Okay, just making sure we're still on the illegals.
Yeah. That's a giant number. Like, numbers are stupid.
Yeah, crazy.
20 million divided by 4 years, I would never have guessed 13,700, and that's just stupid with numbers.
Goes to show why you need a strong border and not just let people in, because once they're in, it's like a mouse that gets into a house. There's a bunch of holes in the walls. Like, where the heck did it go?
Bro, it's also why there needs to be 20,000 exports a day right now, bro. Like, I want to hear hear weekly goals of like 150,000, bro. Like,
the only way you can do it is if you're doing you just grab, unless they could show paperwork right there. We ain't got the time for it. We're grabbing you and we're flinging you because we just ain't got time for it.
Yo, bro, you got your paperwork in your back pocket?
There's 24 hours in a day.
Go.
And we're supposed to hit 14,000 a day.
Right, bro.
And well, we're at like 500. And it's past midway. And you can't show me that you're a citizen right off the bat. And well, you've just fit a description. Sorry. Like, you should know and be preparing for this. I mean, if we let them know, like, we ain't got time. If you can't, like, legit, you can't show your paperwork, we do not care. We are putting you on the bus and sending you out. Maybe people would be more prepared if they can't prove it, obviously we're not gonna need to. We won't have the stereotypical look, but also we have. Man, see, that's stupid because showing a license should be the first thing. Just be like, okay, easy, all right, yeah, you're good. But as we know, a bunch of illegals have been getting their license.
Speaking of licenses, customer comes in today that I was talking with and says, yeah, dude, so I just had to get that real ID so I could take a flight. And it took like 6 hours, and I had to show like 14 documents of like proving that I was me and everything and blah, blah, blah. And they said it was all for like what? What did you hear the entire point of the real ID was?
I never really heard what the point was. The only thing I ever thought is just like, oh, just more database, more trackability.
I heard security, like, oh, it was going to be like way more secure, and like, oh, it was going to be the new thing that's like, boy, this is your best SID you've ever had, and oh, that's why it's needed for airplanes.
Non-fakeable.
So he says, yeah, dude, I got a friend in the FBI, and he said it was 6 months, and poof, that shit was broken.
Sounds about right.
They're already duping them, man.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That's what I said. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm in the nerd world, bro.
Just
cat and mouse with the hackers, dog. Like, good luck, bro.
Just like the new Glock.
Good luck. That's what I brought up.
You tell us we can't do something. Just as humans, we are going to find a way to defy whatever you have told us can't be done.
Yep. If you're not familiar, Glock came out with an entire new line of guns. They trashed all the other ones, called them legacy, brand new lines for all the guns because it was going to be not moddable to put in, like, what is it, semi-auto or an auto, like, switch in the trigger, right?
And auto sear.
And it was less than 24 hours, bro. Like,
yeah.
I
think it was less than 48.
Was it less than 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't take.
It was less than a day or 2. I do remember it was like.
It didn't get past 2.
The next day, maybe the guy had to sleep, and it was just like
he probably had to wait for
or something.
Well, the printer it takes some hours to print, so he had to take a nap, a pause. Yeah.
Yeah. So he figured it out in a day.
Yeah.
But then, like, they had the right to post and upload the image.
Yeah.
Man, there's another like couple hot ones, man. But did you see any hot ones from Trump live chat? You think mean tweet Donald's back? It was definitely more spicy than it had been, in my opinion. Yeah, bro. Here's another one where we're all like, bro, sweet nothings. Any document, any one of them, and just pick one. Any document that's signed by Sleepy Joe with the auto pen, which was approximately 92% of them, is hereby terminated and no further force of effect. The auto pen is not allowed to be used if approval is not specifically given by the President of the United States. The radical left lunatics circling Biden around the beautiful Resolute desk in the Oval Office took the presidency away from him. I am hereby canceling all executive orders. This sounds like declarative, bro. Like, this is like it happened.
Yeah.
Canceling all executive orders and anything else that was not directly signed by crooked Joe Biden because the people who operated the auto pen did so illegally. Joe Biden was not involved in the auto pen process, and if he says he was, he will be brought up on charges of perjury.
Man.
Bro.
Perjure.
So basically, their committee investigation into the auto pen proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that Joe Biden was not involved at all in the utilization of that auto pen, that he felt brazen enough to say, and even if Sleepy Joe wakes up and tries to say he actually did tell them, it's not true and he'll be hit with perjury. That's what that means.
Yeah. Yeah, there must be a whole. That's crazy. You'd think it would have sure been something on the news. You'd hear about how there's all this evidence and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Nope.
Let me get a thumbs up in the chat if you did not see any of this auto pen Sleepy Joe being total bullshit story going on in your feed the last week or two. And if you saw it because you are one of the good news feeds, give us a rumble alert. Must get real ID 6 minutes later. We are rolling out digital IDs. Yeah, right. Yeah. That was what we were all waiting for. That shoe to drop, right? Niltamir says, also, why haven't you covered Yahoo asking for a pardon for his criminal trial? WTF, Venezuela war with U.S. Who is Yahoo? Like Netanyahu?
Probably, I would think.
Interesting. So he's asking who for a pardon? It's like that. trial that's trying to get him for like war crimes or something is all the way over there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who he'd get a pardon from. Sleepy Joe's out of office.
Out of the office into the basement.
This is part of the horrendous air flight from Afghanistan. Hundreds of thousands of people poured into our country, totally unvetted and unchecked. We will fix it, but we'll never forget that crooked, very crooked Joe Biden and his thugs did to our country. Yeah, bro, that's bonkers. We just like brought them all home. Like, F it, bro. Just dump them in.
As many people as possible.
Bruh. There were people falling off the plane trying to get in, dog.
Yeah,
You remember that, man? God bless. Good thing she has her head job on still.
Yeah.
Poor thing just wouldn't make it into halal heaven if she didn't have that on, right?
Yeah.
My country sucks. I'm leaving my country, but oh boy, the values and the morals, I believe.
More like the terrorist groups back home would specifically look at that picture to find the faces of people they could identify who left and then have them tracked down in the U.S.
She the only one? She the only one? She got a mask on.
Everybody else is like, we're far away. They can't get us now.
I'm free.
No, not exactly. Hopefully.
Yeah, bro. Trump said the animal that shot the two National Guardsmen, with both being critically wounded and now in two separate hospitals, I believe the woman died, is also severely wounded, but regardless will pay a very steep price. God bless our great National Guard and all the military, law enforcement, da-da-da-da-da. Man, that shit's crazy. I ain't heard much come out of that yet, too. They got to make a big stink, bro. They got to, like, bruh, they got to do something public to that man, bro. They gotta take care of that thing public or something, bro. That's ridiculous. Yeah. I do think there are some situations, and it's a bummer. We don't want to say it. We don't want to feel like we're there, but there are certainly situations that many people I have listened to say that we should be doing some drastic measures for some of the things that are happening right now, man. Like, golly.
Drastic times call for drastic measures.
Hey, bro. And I think we might be there. But I think if you did something a little more drastic to this man who just shot and murdered a National Guardsman that was like literally raking leaves, bro. Like wasn't even in a ICE riot. Like I heard that they were not doing anything. Like if you did something drastic with that person as a show of punishment, you might be able to detour other people doing bad things. Like, we don't want to go this far. Like, I don't want to spank you, says the parent, Like,
yeah.
But I got to, otherwise you're going to be a shithead for the rest of your life and piss everyone else off around you.
Yeah. It's just part of it.
It is part of it, I suppose, right? The Biden-Harris admin claimed that they were importing Afghans as refugees who helped the United States government, when in reality, officials admit in newly obtained docs from litigation that they did not know their identities.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't know who they were, how do you know that they're like good people?
Just a vibe,
Like
they just got 2 Chainz in there and they're just feeling it out for the vibes.
Gonna like willy nilly.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
No, say it ain't so, man. Whoa, another folly of the POS Biden-Harris administration. My God almighty, the list is long on this one, right? So we have actual documentation that proves that they just like willy-nilly had no idea who the F these people were, bro. Pat, do you recognize any of these people? They are not currently employed by our office. I am writing on the behalf of the Refugee Affairs Office to request your assistance with identifying locally engaged staff who qualify as referrals to U.S. Refugee Admissions Group. Please note that locally engaged staff in this respect is referring only to Afghans who work in Afghanistan. Monday afternoon, Secretary Blinken announced a new program known as the P2 program. The Afghan P2 program complements the SIV program and denotes groups of special concern by virtue of their circumstances and apparent need for refugee resettlement. LE staff who are eligible for the SIV program should not be referred to the USRAP. The Afghan P2 designation permits the embassy to refer LE staff and family members, spouse, kids, married or unmarried, to the P2. Man, this is like coded freaking government speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like not on purpose coded. Like USRLMNOP, I don't know that QRZ. Send them over to TYLMNOG. Like
some real government speak.
Do not meet the minimum time in service for a SIV 2 years, but who worked or are working at the time of the LE staff, the U.S. government in Afghanistan. So this is talking about importing these people from working with us in Afghanistan? I didn't take it like that. So did I misunderstand that? Or is this post misleading? We obtained these documents through litigation against the Department of Justice after it stonewalled our investigation into the Biden-Harris administration decision-making over the disastrous withdrawal. Wow. The documents we received reveal utter chaos and incompetence. Yeah, you know, like, you all saw that one coming, right? Okay, yeah, I'm following them. In early August 2021, the Department of State asked federal government agencies to confirm that the spreadsheet listing Afghans who did not meet minimum time in service for special immigrant visa should be referred to the U.S. Refugee Admissions Program. Okay, yeah, bro, that was so like corpo government speak, dog. That is what it was saying. It was basically saying like, yo, if they don't qualify, try this one. If that doesn't qualify, try this one. If that doesn't qualify, call them a refugee. That's interesting.
Yeah, it sounds like games they can play.
Right. And then on top of it, it was just shove them in. We don't really know who the hell they are, huh?
Yep.
That's another tricky one, bro. Like, even if you come in refugee, bro, you should still have to go through like the entire legal process, right?
You would think. Guess I just don't. I don't know for sure. You know,
like that's what we'd want, I suppose, right? Like, even if you're coming in because like, oh, your country effed up, like we bringing you in, like we should probably vet you, like.
yeah, probably should. You never know when a terrorist just wants to come on in the United States
and take advantage of that pathway or something, you know, like
communist spy.
And it sucks for the good ones, bro, and that's why it takes long. But you know, something bad people ruin it for the good people all the time.
Yeah, it's always that one kid that'll ruin it for the whole class. You know,
son of a bitch.
That little rascal.
I just got told that this week, man. I hit up the company that I use this software for marketing, and I said, "Hey, I got a new client, and I want to do XYZ, but like I can't get to the LMNOP code. How do I get to the LMNOP code?" And he was like, "Yeah, so they don't really let you do that no more because somebody took advantage of it." And I was like,
"Oh man,
had somebody gone and ruined it. All right, well now I'm gonna use my special Scotty zhuzh and talk to somebody and see if I can't weasel my way in."
It's all about that integrity.
We'll be like, "Look, man, you got to respect my integrity. And by the way, here's a document that says you can sue me if I do naughty things.
Respect my authority. Give
me the codes I
have
want.
Integrity.
I've got the integrity." Next up, we are back to the Mr. James O'Keefe. However, my computer decided to momentarily forget its cookies, and now it has logged me out. I had a customer one time.
Cookies.
Why does my computer always log me out, log me back here? Oh my God, that piece of shit computer, and you just fixed it. Blah, 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 blah. I said, "Did you have this problem before?" "Yeah." "Why didn't you tell me about that?" "Well, I told you about another problem." "Okay, cool. Okay." So like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I can't figure it out, bro. And he's like, "Hold on, let me clear my cookies." And I said, "Oh, you do that often?" He was like, "Oh yeah, every single day." And I said, "Well, bro, when you clean your cookies, website can't remember you were logged in. That's the whole point of cookies." "What? I thought that's just how they tracked you." And blah, 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 you know, just the people's thoughts of cookies.
I mean,
Yeah,
that is
but
how
they're not as
track that
bad.
you were logged in.
Like
as the-
good tracking as well.
like,
yeah.
there has to be some
The
tracking.
more you know.
Yeah.
Nowadays, man, the cookies ain't tracking nothing too crazy. It's like whoopee-doo nowadays.
Yeah, no, because it's all just the data.
You know,
All the
digital,
rest of the data.
like Mr. Niltamir here in the live chat points out, digital IDs will probably not make voting safer. Do you know what I think would make voting safer, Dan?
Paper and pen.
No, I think that new biometric access that I was saying we were going to get to eventually. Like we had fingers, we had faces.
Yep.
You know, but those are easy to get to, man. Those are like, I could grab your finger and I could unlock it.
Yep.
I could put it up to your face and get in. But dick prints, bro,
Dick print.
that's the future, bro. Now, I don't know how women are going to
is
use
the
cell
future.
phones and vote anymore. I don't think anyone cares.
We could just redo history in a little time and worry about that later. That comes later part.
But the more secure aspect is, I think, a different appendage of the body that's a little more private, a little bit more you're fully aware if somebody was using it.
Yep.
And I think that would make things a whole lot more secure. So like, I got to get in my phone. I got to go vote.
You know,
And then-
it makes sense because like those things that you need to use that for, it's where it's all for adults. Like kids aren't voting on these things, so we don't got to worry about those problems, you know.
Just the unlocking of the phone at like the basketball game, you know, for the grade school, that one might be.
Yeah, should only have this one for certain things of security measures.
Yeah, like your crypto wallet, your
when you're going
your
when
Wells
you're going to
Fargo.
vote. When you're going to vote, that's just the
Going to
main number
vote.
one. That's probably about the only one that's really needed.
All I know is there's plenty of women that would take that job of tech support. So
That would be an interesting job, and yeah,
that's
wow,
that's the word.
yeah. You know, that's a position I wouldn't care to really have. Wouldn't have any fun with that one.
That's another one of those where you're like 90% female and the rest are gay dudes, just like the nursing world.
It just so happens to be. Just so happens to be.
I think 99% of the man nurses I know are straight.
I mean,
Maybe 97.
I mean, they're smart. They got to be somewhat smart because they got to, know the anatomy and biology of the human body to be the nurse, pass those tests. You can't be an idiot. But then
They got copy
they
paste.
went, "Man, I've noticed something. A lot of smart, hot girls become nurses. Well, where do you spend most of the time in your life? Oh, at work. Well, if I'm going to park myself in a place and try to find a suitable mate, I guess I'll just become a nurse too and be around everybody that I would potentially want to date."
I mean, that's how life works.
So,
Kinda.
they could be just really smart in that. They might be doing it just for that.
I think so.
Probably a lot just for that.
Very possible.
Oh, I want to help these sick, nasty people. Yeah, not a lot of guys. Nope. I don't know one that had that thought and would agree with it.
Yeah. Now, women are nicer, men are not.
Why?
That's why they all go to
Why
nursing,
do you
bro.
want to be a nurse? Oh, because you get to be around girls in scrubs all day that are hot and going around talking all wimbly bimbly.
That's another thing about
nice
school.
to all the.
Did you ever have like a bro masculine teacher?
bro masculine teacher.
I can't think of one.
Yeah, I had a couple.
Cool.
One wasn't like he wasn't supposed to, like, he didn't go to school to be a teacher.
Yeah, sure.
But he took the job for a little bit. He was actually one of the favorite teachers of like the kids. Because I went to school with a lot of the same kids for a long time.
Because he was the bro masculine one.
And so like we all had same teachers. We all had same teachers, like same classes. And so you got to notice who liked who, and everybody had the same thoughts on different teachers, this and that. And yeah, there's only two, maybe three I could say were maybe more bro masculine, and the one, Stu, yeah, he was a favorite. Well, that was probably because he was also the least strict out of.
He was bro masculine.
Yeah, I know what it's like to be a kid growing up in school. Yeah, I ain't gonna bust your balls that hard and like kill your whole grade for my class because you missed one assignment.
That's another interesting thing. If you're a teacher, you're more annoying because you are like a by the books. And then if you're just like an honorary teacher, you're like, let's get the work done, man. That's what's important. Come on.
It's about showing up to school in class. You try to learn a little bit. You're nice with your friends. You're not a bully. And then, you learn a little bit and then you go home.
Right. So I misspoke, and that's funny I did, because my main mentor actually was like bro masculine, and he's the only guy teacher I can think of now that's bro masculine, and he was 100%. I'm just here to like help you get the work done, and I kind of don't really give a shit about any of this, like, because he was here for his like sick mom, right? So 2 days into like website design class, this guy said, "Yo, you go sit up at my office desk." And I said like, "Oh no, I'm done. I'm in trouble now." And he said, "Get my laptop out." And I was like, "What?" And he said, "Open it up and fix that website." I said, "I don't know how to." And he goes, "Great. I'm going to teach you how to do that and give you an A and stop bugging all the other kids." All right. And then we were like homies for the rest of my joint high school, bro.
Stop bugging all the other kids.
Yeah, dude.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, dude, someone told you how to deal with the smart kid in school." Amen. All right.
I never imagined what it'd be like going to school with your ass. That definitely would have been an interesting time. Oh yeah.
I was super into getting the work done, bro, but just
teacher.
fast.
Yeah, especially as a teacher. Does that mouth ever stop?
Yo, bro. I had to listen to other people talk back then, bro. That sucked. Now I don't really have to listen to anybody talk, bro. If you're talking and I'm done with it, I just walk away.
You know what's funny about that is because really you do actually love to listen to, but you listen to YouTubes in the background like all day.
24/7.
Yeah.
No, I pride myself on being a good listener and not being like narcissistic people.
The ones you could shut up right when you want to hit pause button or mute.
I'm not like, I never actually want to make people shut up. I'm just bursting at the mouth with words. So I'm like, I
have so many contributions. I gotta get them out.
Oh God. My stepdad, bro, that poor guy is the worst, man. You like, I like try to interject to contribute to the conversation. It's, oh man, it's a fight, bro. It's donezo. Can't believe it. You interrupted me. This is ridiculous. What? This is called a conversation, man. What do you mean?
Oh man, like I realized a lot of people in a lot of the, I guess, more boomer bracket, they're just brought up different, like, with the whole, like realizing like there's a whole body language more. It wasn't even words, because half the time, us is like the more faster brain ADHD kids.
Yeah.
We're waiting. We got the ideas wound up, we're ready to interject. Right. And then we just know they're supposed to be breaking the conversation. And so this, like, we're like the Chicago people in traffic, bro.
Right.
Light turns green. And like, when I do this, that's the turning green, right? Rockford, it's just like, beep. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see the light. Chicago. Beep. What are you doing sleeping at the light, dude? Come on. Like,
you're supposed to start rolling before the light turns.
Yeah. So you're supposed to know. You're supposed to just
You're supposed to be
telepathically
watching.
know it's about to change.
Bro, you
and
gotta
be
watch the
roll-
other lights.
You
You
gotta be
know how
watching the
lights
countdown,
works. You know,
the
like
countdown walk
the
things.
street
That's
walk.
that's how you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's how it was for us. Want to interject in conversation, but their brains are so much less speedy, and so it always takes them like their period at the end of a sentence is a real pause in before the next sentence, and like it's like there's if for us it's like you don't even have your statement ready. You're still contemplating it, and you're still loading as you're about to. We're like, and we're ready to talk. Like, we've had the statement built up, but that's just their speed that we go at. And like, that was a hard thing for me growing up and learning like that patience.
Yeah.
It like, and it was the body language. It's because they're just going so slow. They don't have the speed to go, hey, I'm not done yet. Like I'm having this second to build up the next sentence. And then like, it'll be good. You have to read that off their body language because for us, it's just like, yeah, you're done with your statement. I got this thing built up and I got like 18 more to go after this, blah, 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 blah.
Bro,
and,
this isn't a book on tape. What are all the pauses for, man?
Yeah. It's like, that's just how we talk. So, that was the end of my sentence. Like, yeah, today's day and age is different now, buddy. You got to.
I know, right, bro?
Everybody's ADHD and we all got all the speed. We got to get it off fast.
It's tricky, too,
No
man.
time to wait.
Because, like, I don't ever think I'm like, oh, I'm smarter than everyone or I'm smartest at everything or blah-blah-do. But I definitely know my brain works faster than yours and I can talk way faster than yours. And I had to learn how to not do that. And so it was really weird where, like, over the years, like, people being like, hey, look, man, you just got to talk slower. Like, people can't handle that, man. Like, it's not that they don't understand you. It's just it's really annoying and, like, no one likes it.
I mean, sometimes the brain's gears just only can process incoming data so fast.
Especially if I'm throwing all kinds of crazy words at you and we're talking about global deep state elitist problems and, like.
Yeah, because that's like throwing fog into the screen. Like you're already having a hard time reading as fast as the words are coming across the screen, and now there's fog in the way.
I lost so count of it a long time ago. How many people I've watched, like I told them shit to, bro, or talk so fast and drop so much knowledge, their eyes are like, you can see like their brain just went like the GIF, little bomb in the head, bro.
Yeah, a little fuse went off.
And this bomb here for us, folks, is the other James O'Keefe. Make sure you're following Mr. James O'Keefe on the X, the Facebooks, the YouTubes, wherever you hang out. Preferably X, though, man. That's the most freedom platform we got right now. So Mr. James O'Keefe says, caught on hidden camera, United States Government Accountability Office Director admits GAO staff, quote, stole and backed up vaccine data. We are not medical professionals here at the Truthercast, folks. However, we do report on medical situations such as this vaccine data allegedly being deleted by RFK Jr.'s HHS, man. People trying to cover up the lies, the deceit, and the illegal nature of the COVID vaccine, I would imagine. Possible violations of federal records theft and CFAA laws. I have no idea if anything was fraudulent or illegal or criminal about the COVID vaccine. That is all alleged, and this is for news informational purposes only. However, I have heard a lot of allegation about, a lot of illegal activity providing the COVID vaccine and a lot of breaking of HIPAA laws. I was big into that back in the day when they were like, are you vaccinated? And I was like, are you my doctor?
Yeah. Yeah, so
like there's a law that says I don't actually have to answer that question, bro. Like
no, that's legal information.
Stephen
legal information.
Patanzu?
That's medical information.
Patanzu?
For me and my doctor.
How do you say that last name?
Patanzu, I would think.
Okay, a 16-year veteran of the United States Government Accountability Office and current assistant director revealed a covert effort inside the GAO to preserve vaccine research data. Patanzu admitted on hidden camera that GAO staff, quote, stole and backed up federal data and kept it outside of the RFK Jr.-led HHS. Absolutely bonkers, bro. Let's check this out.
I work for the government accountability office. I'd watch out for the vaccine denying HHS, who's going to ruin healthcare in this country more than it already is.
Are they doing anything to stop him?
We are, in some places, administration has gone through and they've destroyed statistical agencies, data source evidence that they've gone literally deleted important data. And we have, stolen and backed those things up. So that's something they can come back to government. And so I know.
This dude told somebody this, bruh?
I mean,
another
when
James O'Keefe, where these poor saps are just telling everybody in the dirt, bro.
I feel like if the brain feels like it needs to be talked about, it's just spews information.
That's what they say, right?
To ears that wouldn't need to hear it.
If they ever find a way to get me, I'm gone. Hope nobody figures it out.
Well, it doesn't look good for the GAO, the Government Accountability Office. This is James O'Keefe. Back from...
Yes. Yes. It's a thing, not just us. Now he even does it, right? I bet you didn't know it was James O'Keefe.
Surprise, it's me. I wonder if he does that when he... Honey,
that's the first time I've seen that.
Honey, I'm home. Oh wait, sorry, babe. Let me take the class.
James is home.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, to this day, I don't think he's got like a wife or a girl or nothing, man.
From the field undercover in Washington, D.C.
I think it's one of those.
He's a silver fox now. Dude had the grays come in.
That happened. I think he realized a long time ago, homie, that he Batman, dog. He just probably shouldn't have no friends or family around or something, bro. Like,
I mean, he is yeah, because look at
I can't believe they haven't attempted something on him, homie. Yeah.
D.C., the very office, GAO, supposed to hold the government accountable, is now the one in question.
It limits the amount of permanent damage because, like, research on vaccines and things that he is basically trying to just delete are stored outside of his control. I want us all to be afraid to say whatever, but inside the agency, we all work pretty firm. Like, the way GAO survives is to continue to do good work.
Right here, folks, this clip is something you should remember from Mind Bullets. You can pull it up in our locals community. You just type in James O'Keefe or GAO, right? You probably won't remember GAO. So, like, stolen, backed up, remember James O'Keefe vaccine data. You can pull this clip up, dude. This clip right here is a great example of what you pull up when somebody is like, whoa, there's no deep state. Like, what do you mean deep state? Deep state is not like saying the Illuminati. It's not like saying, clandestine, 13 families that have kind of controlled things around the world for a century or three, and the hidden shadowed people, the shadow government. Nah, bro, deep state means the long-term employees that are part of the overall ideal of a general not pro-American situation, or maybe nefariousness or something, or not on purpose nefarious, right? But like moving to their own agenda. And it usually is an agenda, correct me if I'm wrong, that doesn't align with the American people. And so this guy right here is literally saying, we are the ones saving this concept.
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. RFK Jr. that got in there because we voted for his guy that was bringing him in, because we wanted him to come with as part of the package. Now this guy's saying that they're literally actively working against him. That's bonkers.
The U.S. Government Accountability Office, known as GAO, been around since the 1920s. Their purpose is to oversee and have oversight over government spending, very similar to what DOGE recently was supposed to be doing. So the OMG undercover journalism team met with GAO to find out what they are actually accomplishing.
What do you do again?
I work for the government accountability office.
For the government, what?
Yeah, that's going to hit the intro. You get the point. If you want to watch the rest of it, pull up Mr. James O'Keefe on the X and make sure you hit that follow button so you get this in your news feed and you got a better news feed because of it. Unauthorized removal or destruction of public records, theft or conversion of government property, Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, or accessing or copying government data without authorization. Yeah, hopefully this guy gets a little bit of trouble. I don't know how bad he was, but it sounds like, at minimum, there needs to be a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, a yardstick to the back of the hand, a ruler, whatever.
And if it's bad, a yardstick to the back of the dome. No, no, John, you don't do that. You don't hide the medical data from the guy who's exposing all the bad medical data. John, gosh. 999. We're firing all kinds of people. What are you thinking, buddy? That's all I got for you, folks. So I don't know, man. We could browse some internet if you want, or...
Yeah, I seen Neil Tamir was talking about Venezuelan war, something or other.
The Veni one? So far, there is no war there yet, but I do know that Trump just noted, hey, heads up, all the airspace around Venezuela is now off limits. So that kind of does seem like, oh, we might attack somebody if they were up in the airspace. Welcome in, M. Styles. We got M. Styles in the live chat tonight. Thank you very much for showing up, good sir. He says, obstruction of government process and theft of government property is what I just heard. Yeah, bro, straight up, right, dude? Yeah, bro, they had, they sent the FBI to James's door, right? But, man, I can't believe nobody's taken a swung at him yet, man, because that dude's doing a whole lot of damage to their organizational deep state system or some shit, man. Like, God bless Mr. James O'Keefe, and may God please protect him and his loved ones. May him be safe. God dang. May him be safe. Yes, man. Yeah, the 3-Eye Atlas is yet another astrological thing out there that is just going to go right past us. Everybody was all Twitter-pated about that one, huh?
Yeah. Oh, really? It's just going to go right on past now, huh?
It always was. It was all hype. Yeah. It had absolutely no trajectory to us.
Well, that was the thing. It had the trajectory didn't make sense. It's got to be an alien ship because where the
right
thruster was
slightly moved.
We assume it was a thruster.
Well, there was actually a anti-tail, so that was another like anomaly. So instead of like a tail on a comet, it was in forward. So it was in front of it.
Yeah,
and it changed colors for the second time. Third color. So it's definitely a weird one.
Mm-hmm.
That is true, but I don't think it's going to collide with us.
Or maybe it's just some physics stuff we don't understand with a comet happening.
Cartel incels to attack. I think that's a different meaning of the word incel. M Style says kicked him out of his own company too. He had to start a new one. Yeah, okay, no, you're right, bro. Like the quote, they did try to jack with him, right? Because they tried to take him out by removing him from Project Veritas, but God bless, like a phoenix, he rose his ass back up, right? And then he was smart this time and didn't make it a nonprofit. Figure that one out, folks. If you want to do something badass and you want to make it a nonprofit, if it's really badass, don't do that, because then you have a board of directors, just like a public company, and it eventually will ruin the company, in my humble opinion.
Right.
Has a board of directors ever been good? It had to have been a lot of big companies that doing okay, I guess, but generally no. In my general,
you say GAO or
80-20
GAO, they're the government of whatever. They must have a board that's been around since 1920s. You know,
it's that 1920, bro.
Yeah.
So was that? Yeah,
they're over a decade now, over 100 years.
It's a facet of the United States government.
Government Association of Oversight.
Right?
Yeah, I think it was Government Association of Oversight.
Oh, that's the Ilhan.
pocket change. Yeah, Government Accountability Office.
That's crazy. This just in, Mr. Dan Bonajingo says, look at what happened when you get the FBI out of the weaponization business and into the grabbing bad guys business. Here are some stats from the past 9 months alone. Violent crime arrests, 100% increase. Espionage arrests, 40% increase. Homicide rate, double-digit drop from 2024. On track for a record low year. Child victims identified or located, 23% increase. Amen, Dan Bonajingo. Do that God's work, man. There's rumors about Trump firing Kash Patel and Pam Bondi and shit. I was like, bruh, get out of here. Spreading around your, like, try and rile up the MAGA people, dog. Like, I think Pam's the only one that need to get fired, bro. She did another whoopsie. She made a full argument. Hey, did you see that, M. Styles? Pam Bondi made that full argument against, like, the 2A. So now all the 2Ers are like, ah, she donezo, like, either to her, done.
Yeah, the 2Ers have been donezo with her since, like, pretty much the beginning.
Right, because she already was,
There's
like,
been,
kind of...
couple things that was like, oh, you know, maybe she's okay with it. But they've been, for the most part, they're like, yeah, nah.
Right.
We would have had somebody else, preferably.
Right. Because she had, like, a little history.
She's just been too iffy on it.
Yeah, iffy, but... Yeah, she said something like an argument for, like, completely taking all the guns away in America, bro, and everybody was like, what?
Yeah, like, hold up. We don't need you.
Yeah, bro, the O'Keefe one, man, the Project Veritas one was interesting because he ended up coming back on that guy, bro. The guy on the Project Veritas board was pissed at O'Keefe and got him removed for spending company money for personal things. I don't know the guy's name who did it. Yeah, I forget the dude's name as well. But then it was actually proven that he didn't spend the money on, like, his own personal thing. So it was all a ruse.
Man. All a fugazi, huh? What a surprise.
What a surprise. Man, I don't know if we're going to be able to search that on X. It's going to be complicated. I swear there's going to be tits in my feed for no reason. When you search for anything on X, on my feed, my search, when you search for anything on X, bro, it just pull up random porn.
That's the internet, basically. Especially if it knows it's a male's computer.
Bro, Instagram's horrible on that, bro. I literally say, do not show me this content. And when I still go to the search, it's like, it's an ass. Like, no. I don't need none of that. And then you're also going to get me in trouble with the wife one day, man. She's going to look over and be like, what are you looking at? Instagram.
Makes me think of Idiocracy and the movie where Arnold goes to Mars.
Oh, yeah. Total Recall?
The original Total Recall. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. He was proven innocent. Anybody care about the Candace Owens thing? My brother was talking to me about it earlier, and it's just kind of like inside baseball, so I haven't really gotten too deep into it on the show, man. It's a little bit hypey. She's cool and all, man, and she did great work, but I get a lot of my ideas from Timcast, so credit to Timcast, but I would 100% agree, bro. She started out as a journalist, and now she is borderline getting into, like, just women's content of true crime. Because, like, talking about Bridget McCrone being a man isn't exactly, like, super meaningful and helpful, like, citizen journalism.
Today's time, yeah.
It's more like, woman talk or something, or socially or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I definitely think it's shady that she's making the most money of any friend of Charlie Kirk's off talking about Charlie Kirk. She's now one of, like, in some category, she claims she is the #1 podcast on YouTube. And right now, you would accredit that to her talking a lot about, oh, I think Charlie Kirk was assassinated as more of an inside job than a one-off person. And, oh, by the way, Israel is 100% planning and plotting and paying for my assassination. OMG. Shock bait content or something, right?
Yeah.
Like shock comics back in the day. She'd be like a shock YouTuber right now. It's not grabbing me, bro. I was talking to Dieter about it, man. He's all in. He's all in on Candace stuff, and he's with it. I was like, oh, man, it hasn't got me yet. Hasn't got me.
I just feel like it's all not the big enough picture. I feel like it's just some smaller distractions for like not that is not important. Doesn't hold some weight, but in the greater schemes of things, it's still not like it's still small cookies compared to old bake sale that's going to be happening.
Also, man, I feel like I would have seen more evidence because other people would have been sharing, like resharing it and shit, right? But everything she said, bro, like Tim Pool could say the same thing because there are literally people death threatening him. There are literally people that are showing up at his establishment trying to hurt him. There are literally people that have been repeatedly calling in SWATs to try and maybe get him hurt, right? And so now the federal government, the FBI, is investigating it. So he could literally come on tomorrow and go, everybody, I need you to tune in right now. Hit like, hit subscribe, and join my premium membership because there is a plot against me to assassinate me, and the federal government is involved in it.
Yeah. Clicks,
and you know,
clicks.
Yeah. And then just leave it at that, bro. And that makes it sound like the federal government is the one trying to kill him, but it's actually just, oh, there's people that want to harm him and the federal government is looking into it. So,
yeah.
And that's kind of what she's doing, man, right now so far. I haven't seen a lot of evidence, but she claims some hearsay person has noted that allegedly they work in the France military and the France king queen have put a hit on her life. And it's like, come up with some more evidence for me on that. That's a grandiose claim.
Right.
Dan, you're a good whisperer, Neltamir says. He also thinks that Charlie was killed and supposedly tried to fake death to avoid the Israel assassination after getting away from donors and Israel. That sounds a little grandiose there as well, my friend, to which I have said, what if Donald Trump and the FBI of the America actually faked Charlie Kirk's death? And what if all of this is misleading? Because why would any of these people leave trails back to themselves like Israel, like someone out of the Middle East? So what if it's all a false flag and they actually took Charlie in to avoid that assassination and take the pawn off the board and to control the situation? We can make up conspiracy theories all day. So what if they did it like they just took him into WITSEC? They said, hey, bro, there's talk about maybe assassinating you, and some of these are getting close. We're going to take you in. We're going to take you off the board, brother. You're going to be safe. You're going to go into WITSEC. You're not going to be able to ever talk to your family, your children ever again. But you're going to be alive, and you can work for us on the inside.
Not totally implausible.
Absolutely ridiculous. As possible as it could be.
It's not like it hasn't been the plot of a spy movie.
It's not like that's what they did with, Hitler.
Yeah. That bit.
They said, hey, brother,
guy.
we're going to say you killed yourself and just, go and move you down over to Argentina, eh?
Apparently the Canadians were very involved with the assassination.
Well, I got a job down here in America, and then they sent me over and said that no one would suspect me picking up the Hitler man and bringing him down to Argentina. Plus, I'm a really nice guy.
Yeah, they knew I wouldn't do anything with you because I wouldn't hurt, a shoe.
I wouldn't hurt a kook.
So here I am to escort you. I wouldn't hurt you, but here's the thing. Since they knew I wouldn't, but they thought you might hurt me, I guess, they sent the 50 plus guys here with me. So, as my chaperones. So hopefully, we're going to understand each other, and we're going to go on down to Argentina, enjoy the weather, Why don't we just go about this? Nobody got to get hurt. We can just go enjoy some warm weather. How about a Hitler? How about an Adolf, buddy? That would, that actually would have been an effective strategy. I feel like sending a Canadian and with Marine reinforcements.
No big deal. Nothing to see here.
Yeah, the Canadian guy for all the anti-anxiety, and then the Marines for the, oh, I better not cross that fence over there.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
No
Yeah,
big deal.
keep you in line.
Well, Hitler laid low because nobody knew about all that shit until recently. So,
Man, dude.
successful.
Can you imagine, like, Hitler's life? Like,
Bro.
growing up, and then you go through that, and then the
Bro.
rest of your life, you're just, like, thinking about all these crazy things you've done, but just chilling and enjoying life down
But
in
then you
Argentina.
can't tell nobody, dog, or like you tell
Yeah.
the cocktail lady, like, yo, come over here. You know where I used to be?
He just covers everything but the middle part of his stash. He's, I don't get it. You saying you want to do
Does
things?
this look familiar?
No. holds up the butter knife and
And then he's like,
hello.
why do they always run away when I tell them who I am? Yeah, yo, Hitler, dog, like, it don't work, bro, down here. Like, they all think you a bad guy, dog. Like, you remember you killed all them people? Yes, it was a good thing. No, bro, I told you. You gotta calm it down around here like that, bro.
The yous are evil. Oh,
By the
yeah.
way, we ordered you a chick. She's waiting in the room. I don't know why you're trying to pick them up, man. It is all about the kill, the hunter. Yo, dude, you can't be saying things like that.
Who let Hitler find the meth again? Where did he get meth from? Who's bringing it in? This dude always just finds it.
And they always bag on Hitler for doing meth, acting like all the other leaders weren't coked out of their minds, just like everybody else, bro. That was just like a Tuesday morning for people back then. I feel, bro. That was before the 80s.
Too much being alive.
That was like well before the 80s.
Like heart is pumping too. Too much alive.
Even the Senator Republicans channel says that the Senate Republicans have cast more votes this year than any full year since 1989. That's an interesting factoid. We have cut taxes on tips, overtime, and for seniors. We've made large investments to protect our border and deport illegal aliens. Unfortunately, I do believe those are the only three things that we can note. They did not say that. I said that. Because we all feel like they're not doing enough, which sucks, because I do believe they have done a lot.
It just shows how much like the work that is, all the bad things that have been done that have to be undone.
I feel like
how
it's
much extra work it really is going to take. How much they've been stacking.
And it's a thankless job no matter what, bro. I feel like it's being a parent.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you do, and then it's like, yeah, but not this. Oh, yeah, but then the goal moved, and then the goal moved, and then the goal moved, you know?
Or your work, your work's just unnoticed.
Right.
Since the goal keeps moving. Yep. Abolish the white race. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. You know,
stop the anti-white hate, discrimination, and propaganda.
The more and more they do this, the more and more we'll be able to, when they say we don't understand what it's like to be discriminated against so much. Well, you see, in recent times, actually.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, this person was saying, like, this is what our education and governmental systems are kind of indoctrinating people to believe is like pushing these kind of like, you know, white hate articles and stuff like that. Washington Post, College Fix Staff, Washington Times, blah, 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 blah.
Nice.
Mr. Ilhan was sending that one out. Oh, dude, these are banger. I followed this dude 2 weeks ago when I highlighted his post on the show here. Mr. Nicholas Ulsher is over. He's an epidemiologist over with the McCullough Foundation.
He's a miles per hour specialist.
Right, we didn't look that up. What the MPH stand for? I assume it's like a PhD.
Medical practitioner, something.
Heuristics.
Medical practitioner.
MPH. Master
of Public Health. Ooh, look at that. That would make more sense, I guess.
Professional graduate. Oh, it's a graduate degree. Okay, yeah. So like PhD, but
Well, what is a graduate degree? Why do they say that? Because, like, can you get a degree and not graduate?
no, but it's a degree of graduation.
Like, you had to get one and then some other degrees to get this degree.
Not like they're one thing altogether. But I see where you're going, but I think it's like more of like a thing.
Seems a little silly. Like
seems like a tickling my autism.
Well, I feel like it's we're just letting you know that they had to graduate to get this. Well, dang, I sure hope you're not giving out degrees if they're not graduating. Like that's how I have it come across in my brain.
Okay, so PhD is higher, but they're designed for different career goals. So like, oh, you got to do more shit for a PhD. However, you would never get a PhD if you're just going to be in this kind of medical field or something.
Everybody should be taking about a gallon of water a day to stay properly hydrated. Call me a master of health.
An MPH. Yeah, but he was saying, breaking, our new study finds that mRNA vaccines unleash widespread silent heart damage, outlines how to detect and treat it.
Okay, guys, so since this guy has like that 3 letters behind his name, that means he's like credible.
And he works with the guy who invented mRNA.
And smart. Do you now believe us in saying that the vaccines create
injuries,
irreparable damage to your body and its systems?
We present the first ever peer-reviewed paper to map the symptoms, diagnosis, and treatment of COVID-19 vaccine-induced subclinical myopericarditis and the silent condition driving unexplained sudden deaths. Ooh. So this is
sudden death.
Bro, this is a claim that they know what is causing the sudden death syndrome of all the people that were dropping the last couple of years from the COVID vax, bro. That's crazy. 1 to 3% suffer heart injury per dose. Millions may have silent myocarditis. Often no symptoms. First sign can be collapse of cardiac arrest or possible warning signs: chest discomfort, palpitations, lightheadedness, exercise, heart rate, labile blood pressure. What the frick does labile mean? Like bile, where it's like gross? Interesting. Wait a second. So management is to avoid vigorous exercise, serial biomarker testing, repeat imaging, other words, another word, and another word that are difficult to make come out my mouth hole. Colchinchine? What? Colchinkine? What the heck is that shit, bro? Nattokinase? Bromelain? I think you misspoke. No.
Rapamycin.
Rapamycin.
Here, out of Uganda, we have rapamycin.
Actually, bro, I do think that's the cousin of Parappa Rapper from the PlayStation 1. That could be his cousin.
Yep.
This is the diagnostic and treatment roadmap the CDC never created. Amen, brother. Silent heart injury is real and now detectable and treatable. God dang, bruh. Again, man, if we have not gotten you to make a F and X account, if we have not gotten you to make a locals account, please, for the love of God, don't be a lazy bitch. Share this shit out on your feed. I am sick of like all these people I talk to constantly that agree with this stuff. And no one posts this shit out, bro, because, oh, you don't want to put it on your social media. Bro, stop being a pussy. God dang.
Yeah.
Put this shit out, man. Spread the goddamn word, bro.
Either believe in it or you don't.
I mean, I'm not a 0 to 100er, But I feel you.
Well, and in the words of Jesus, there's no lukewarmness. Either you spreading the word or you not.
Yeah. Way to go biblical, brother. Spreads the goddamn word, bro. So this is literally documentation and diagnosis and potential treatment for the whole myocarditis that we've all been parodying and bitching about the last 4 years, dog. Every single one of my tinfoil buddies, dog, bitching about the whole, well, everybody's getting myocarditis from the thing. Share this the F out, bro. Nicholas Hulsher, MPH on the X, bro. Oh, shit, bro. We got like a graphic.
That looked
creepy,
that
bro.
looked alien-like and
First,
weird,
the
dude.
mRNA is injected within lipid nanoparticles in your arm. It travels to every organ system, including the heart. And there's two papers, one by Ballmeyer and colleagues, one by Crossan and colleagues. Crossan found mRNA directly in the heart of deceased mRNA recipients. So we know it reaches the heart. Ballmeyer found the spike protein directly in the heart in biopsies of patients with vaccine-induced myocarditis. So we know the vaccine mRNA and lipid nanoparticles get into the heart, translate into spike protein, so your cardiomyocytes begin to produce a toxic non-human protein, and your own body attacks the heart, resulting in inflammation and cardiac scarring, including micro scars, which are undetectable with imaging.
The body's a really complicated thing of you try fixing this over here and then there's like 3 leaks over there. Let's just like focus on being strong and keeping it like stock, how it should be. Let's not keep fucking with it, guys.
Bro, I fix motherboards for a living, dog. And sometimes when I'm working on these things for like 5 months and I still can't figure it out, I'm like, and I know a lot and I still don't know all that I need to know or I hopefully could know. And I'm like, I don't understand how human doctor people do this, bro. I do not understand, because every Tom, Dick, and Harry doctor doesn't know the like elemental P thing that you got wrong, bro. And they're just like, take 2 of these and call me in the morning. Yo, that sucked. Bet. Hold on. How about them? Maybe kind of sort of better. We're in the ballpark.
Avo cabro.
Bruh. I've had some people that tell me they put them on 14 different modifications of a drug, dog, until they found the one that fixed them. I was like, 14? That's retarded.
That's medicine. We just have to try different things until we finally get an outcome.
I got this old sick ass, just slow dying old geezer, man, that has me help get the like porn off his freaking like smartphone half the time. And bro, this guy, he is on 87 different pills to stay alive right now, to slowly die.
When he could probably take an edible and change his diet to some more holistic natural options, and boom, he could minus all those.
And then he's kind of a piece of shit kind of guy, though, so good luck even getting to do it. So like in medical's defense, but it's ignorant and a waste of our time and money, which sucks. I don't like saying anything with human life is a waste of time and money, but if somebody's not going to change their like life habits to like stay alive,
right? Yeah.
See you later, brother. Like, it was super nice, good knowing you. Let me know what you want on the tombstone.
Yeah. Well, it just sucks. It's like so ingrained. Like, if they known they had the option back then on a different route, like,
yeah, and instead now we're paying for all of these 87 pills because this guy ain't got a pot to piss in. He's living in that stupid Rockford Heights thing or whatever, the Rockford Hall apartments for poor old people.
Yeah, like you shouldn't, you know, but at the same time,
but we're paying for it all.
It just sucks because they probably didn't even know they had a different route back then, you know. It's just like damn, they didn't even have like access to the information barely to be able. So you always feel bad, but at the same time, it's like, well, we're all a result of our own actions at the end of the day still. So, you know, other people that were around the time as they were didn't end up in the same situation. So
I guess, man, but I never take that very much as a good excuse because it's like, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do that to her.
That's what I'm saying. The other people
Sure.
aren't where they were, and they had the same options and availabilities. So you can't feel bad for the person that, like, it means they had to have done it to themselves more like.
Right? Now I feel like a little bit bad, but like not all the way bad, you know? Like,
yeah.
Like, bro, there's this YouTube guy that me and the girl were watching where he just go around and he explores the Southwest Americas. And he goes in all these different nooks and crannies and finds all these pictographs from like old 800 years ago, maybe even like 10,000 years ago sometimes, of all like the old, like, you know, Native American Indians that were like drawing shit while they were living out there and building little like mud and stone huts or whatever. And the dude is doing all this crazy shit, bro. And YouTube video comes up and says last voyage. And we're like, oh no, he's quitting. Bro got hit by a drunk driver 4 blocks away from his crib. That's somebody I feel sorry for. Like, that's completely out of your control. Absolutely nothing to do with it. It wasn't like I'm giving up on life and, oh, I'm not going to change what I eat or my health habits, bro. That's what I feel sorry for.
Yeah. The random crap. At the same time, like, you gotta realize there's things out there everywhere that can kill you at all times. So, you know, you were technically at a lack of senses at the time, but at the same time, we all know we can't be paying attention.
Well, sometimes you can't swerve out
all the
away
time.
from a drunk driver or some shit, even if you've seen it coming. Like, if you're just in some situation.
Yeah, sometimes. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, there's some preventability that can prevent a lot of things, but there's always that perfect scenario that you can't see coming that ends up happening because the world's a crazy place. And that's just how it goes. So you just like, that's probably why they had to come up with the word inevitable. To try to explain. They're like, what the heck? I've done all these different things to make this not happen, yet it happens. Like, we got to come up, and that's when they came up with the word of inevitable. It probably didn't even exist. And then they're like, literally, like, guys, don't we do, like, is there anything else we can do to prevent this from happening? No, there's not. And it keeps happening. Yeah. I know, understand. This is a whole new experience we need to come up with an explanation for. Yes, you're right. Let's just say different sounds and iterations of letters and syllables until the word feels right.
Even table.
That's what I want to do.
I vote even table.
I can't imagine just coming, like, how did a person formulate, like, I can understand a start, but like, it has to have been such a weird feeling after you're like, okay, this is going to be what a letter is. Wait, you can't even, like, oh man, I just blew my mind even more. So you're coming up with language. You don't even know the word letter, yet you're thinking of the word letter to describe how to sound what you're saying, the word letter.
And you're all like, I'm over here making letters up. Ooh, ah,
That's where I'm like, I think maybe that's where the human brain gets to, where it's like, there's no way like we were like that way back in the day. Yeah, no. The whole God created something out of it, and like we just are, and that's how it is. Yeah, I'll settle with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to. We were literally just like barely any brain cells popping up here back in the day, and we're just like barely surviving. Somehow, only instinct to fornicate and have a baby. Our babies take so long to mature. And we only have one in the litter usually. Other animals have multiple because they knew they would most likely not all of them would survive. So,
like frogs, bro, they have like hundreds.
Yeah. So, and then here we are as humans. We have one. This is why we have to have been the most intelligent species. Because somehow we're able to keep this one little hecker alive for way longer than it takes any other species to mature in the animal kingdom to be self-sustaining.
And another wild part about human is all of the different micro ecosystems and biological life forms that make us together, and then like available to live that early long stage, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, I think we're only like freaking 60% us or something, bro. Like the other 40%, or it could be more, The other 40% is actually foreign material, aka not your cell DNA, and it's like bacteria living in a symbiosis.
Yeah. You.
The anemone and the cowfish.
We are just the shark to the barnacles.
Yes, the barnacle lives in my tummy and helps me digest my food. It's quite nice.
As long as it's the right barnacle.
You get the wrong barnacle and then you shit weird. It's not good there.
It's so that's why balance is a saying. Every good bacteria, bad bacteria. You know, that is one thing I was saying the other day. Because yeah, we have good
All about
bacteria,
gut biome.
bad bacteria,
Right.
good cells, bad cells.
You have take antibiotics and then you have problem because you even got rid of good bacteria.
Right, yeah. So is there a good virus? We know there's bad viruses.
I believe so.
Is there? I don't. I want
I've
to
heard
say
of-
viruses is like one of
By
those things. There
definition, bad.
is nothing that is none that are good, beneficial to anything out there. Like I feel like they're obviously they can be beneficial to themselves.
Is there a good virus that's beneficial for a life form or human, or by definition are they all bad? Viruses as part of the human genome. 8% of human genomes consist of ancient. Whoa, what? 8% of human genome consists of ancient retroviruses that infected our ancestors millions of years ago and became permanently integrated.
Yeah. You know, that makes sense because I mean, you understand how a virus works.
Well, that's what like mutates thing to like change
Well,
a little
a
bit.
virus is technically like a seed,
Right.
And then it just certain ones have certain ways
So this-
that the seed opens,
so
but
the-
sometimes they can lay dormant for however long until it just opens.
So 10 seconds ago, I thought that was a great question, and this kind of turned it into a stupid question because it's kind of like, duh, yeah, that's how like something evolution works.
Phages keep.
Yeah, the phages. The phages keep harmful bacteria in check in our gut, skin, and mucous membrane.
That's so weird. So it's I want to say it's not a virus, but it is a type of virus. It's bacteriophage. It's just a very interesting.
Wait, why are you talking about my vag? Viruses.
Like there's different. I feel like virus is the family, and now that there's also a species and a genome to viruses, there's subcategories of viruses. Didn't even. Yep.
Like a
that's
duh,
why
right? Yeah.
virology is a whole sector of study.
Marine phages kill 20 to 40% of ocean bacteria every day, recycling nutrients and keeping the base of the food web, the Earth's oxygen production running. So like everything's got a purpose. God dang.
Without viruses, many ecosystems would collapse.
Right. Viruses that infect insects or parasites. Therapeutic viruses, engineered or natural.
Man, this place is just too nutty.
Yeah, bro.
There's way too many dang possibilities.
Bro. Gene therapy often used modified viruses to deliver healthy genes to people with genetic diseases. Hundreds of patents have been cured. Hundreds of patients have been cured of blindness, SCID, homophobia. No, it says hemophilia. I was like, damn, they finally got a fix for it. Thanks to viral vectors. That's crazy.
So, guys.
How do you not hear about that more
So,
often,
guys,
bro?
we just had to make the sacrifice, and it wasn't for nothing that your family members died. It was just we needed it for a data collection of to make our new virus vector.
Well, that's why
to fully cure some disease now. This was the last experiment of seeing what goes wrong with this way. So now they could formulate the most perfect supplemental vector virus to cure humanity of all disease.
Right. That's
There
why.
was one big push that we couldn't let the people know. It's not like we would do it for the science, like all of them say do it for the science. Not like they just line up and do it. No, we gotta fool the people so we can get our data. Just make a unwilling experiment on them, and some of them will die, but it's all in the name of science.
Yeah. But that was what was difficult in the early days of the vaccine, because Elon was talking more pro about mRNA, because everybody says on paper it is like a seemingly genius technological advance in vaccination systems, because it's like something makes it work real good with your body, but like a synthetically manipulated thingy, and most all of that stuff turns out to be bad. So like maybe good on paper, but could we like figure out a different way to do it?
Maybe we should ask Fauci.
As Tony Fauci was.
Come on, man.
Of course, mRNA is great. I put my seal on it. I made a whole lot of money off of it.
Yeah, by the way, you should probably hire me back in and pay me the most out of any other government official again, so I can just like keep studying all these viruses and probably be doing crazy drugs behind doors like all the other doctors, like the one that discovered the lobotomy.
I'll also kill more beagles in experiments. You don't even have to pay me a lot for that. I did it all already.
Yeah. And then finally, maybe one day, we'll figure out some virus problems. Worst case, we don't. Other words, positive note, I'll have my yacht that I want. I've been waiting on for the last decade. Because, it wasn't going to pay for itself. But y'all taxpayers sure will.
Yep. Unfortunately, we all kind of feel like that's how it works, eh? Oh, this one was breaking, but I didn't find a good one to paste it in yet. A lot of stories the last week or two, I feel like, are just kind of like the intros, and they're going to be developing,
the
right?
Liberal Hive Mind was going over this a little bit.
Right.
On how,
Yeah, man. So Tim Walz might be totally effed, but God bless if we haven't said that a lot and still nobody's in trouble, right? We're all getting really jaded around here. Over 400 Minnesota Department of Human Services employees have accused, aka blew the whistle on, Mr. Tim Walz of ignoring widespread Somali community fraud warnings and retaliating against whistleblowers. So now he's getting drug into the whole Minnesota Somali fraud thing, which is like a thank God, right? 3-hour poll from Kim.com. Oh, Kim.com almost died. I guess that's why he's been quiet for a few years.
Really? Would they take a shot at him?
Talk about the internet, man. I know, right? That's what a lot of people would think. But talk about internet, bro. I completely forgot about that guy. He came back and I was like, oh my God, he almost died. Yeah, I used to like that guy's post.
Yeah, it's hard to notice when one just drops off.
But he made a 3-hour poll. Why is Trump invading Venezuela? Stop the drugs or take the oil? Well, where's the, like, all of the above? Like,
it's always about the oil.
Yeah, man. Abolish Real ID. So we're not the only ones bitching about Real ID?
Well, it's stupid.
What's AP mean? U.S. air travelers without...
Per air passenger.
Air passenger.
I would guess.
Without Real IDs will be charged a $45 fee per AP. So I just got to pay $45 to not get into the, like, Real ID tracking system? Like...
Every time you fly.
Guess it just costs money, bro.
Everything always costs money.
Just like getting out of stuff in at court, just costs money. And then these two sons of bitches come up, man. They're like, yep, everything's just money.
Yeah. Why don't you guys like force a company to give it to you like us and Burisma?
As we talk about it, literally Mr. James Woods posted a meme that says, I am sick of all the evidence against Democrats and no handcuffs.
Good old James Woods.
Yup.
Still out there making
a piece of candy.
Dude, the Family Guy bringing up James Woods is always too funny.
Sad day when people feel so betrayed by their own leaders that they feel this is the only way back to sanity. Please, America, wake up before it's too late. What is happening in Europe will come here. It doesn't have to stay this way. This is not going to end well. In Ireland, a new group called New Republican Movement has claimed that local representations are legitimate targets, mass immigration and indoctrination of kids in schools, and cited as reasons for these legitimate targets. Bruh.
Dude.
Wait, is this like a joke? And it's like a video of like masked men reading like a ransom letter and guns in their hands. But bro, everybody's like waiting for freaking, what's it called? The Guy Fawkes mask.
The what?
The Guy Fawkes mask. V for Vendetta. Everybody's like, bro, that thing was a documentary, fam. Like that, it happened before. It gonna happen again. But one day it'll be like a real vigilante. So far, I don't know if there's any historical, like real life Batmans.
Like I can barely take it seriously at all. Just like the ski mask, the guy's glasses are like half cocked, and like off. It all just looks so like they're halfway put together. Like, is this a legitimate threat? Because I feel like this is a school project video, you guys.
I mean, you don't have to be really put together to like bang, bang, clack, clack. So there is that too, but I agree. It loses some seriousness.
I am holding a pistol. I hold power. I am making a threat because you see this? I have a gun.
Well, he's the grunt.
I have a gun.
He didn't write the letter, bro. He's just going to bonk you on the head with it.
It just looks so much like the guy reading is the mafia
Rocky
boss. And
Bullwinkle.
Those are
Rocky Bullwinkle.
Those are the henchmen that are the real stereotypical. Hey, the boss told me to shoot it. I shoot it.
Right.
There's no thoughts, only order taking.
Right. But here I guess it'd be like, the boss told me to shoot him. I didn't shoot him real quick. I don't know. Boss told me so he was going to do it.
Like the one guy's they're both overweight a little bit, clothes are tight. It just looks too.
They're just a couple Irish guys, man. They just had some bangers and mash, like.
No. Don't bring bangers and mash into no Ireland, dude.
No, it's more of like a corned beef cabbage kind of day.
Yeah, don't disrespect us with that bland Brit food. Ireland food is known as a little bland too.
It's kind of the same thing, but yes, you are correct. That is more of a UK dish, right?
Screw your beans and toast and bangers and mash. Bangers and mash actually ain't that bad.
On that
bangers
note,
Bangers and mash does bang and does some mashing.
On that note, maybe we'll wrap things up with a good old Pete and Boss.
Oh man, old Tom Hollander. Now I'm pissed. Really? You haven't been? I just figured you'd been pissed the whole time, Tom.
What's like one of my faves here? He brings up like beans and franks and one of these.
Mrs. on the blower, tell her sit tight. I'll be running the roads. I'm back after me. Little fella, big man, call me Scrappy Doo. Turtle, put a shell up in the back of you. Now down, show a fella what the hammer do. Batter you, spud got fried like a sagaloo. Peter, shut the fuck up. Low corn in a chicken leg, buck. Belly figure from the beer in the Richmond. Strap sitting in the fold, that's a tum tuck.
Vintage, NT. The broomstick will make your man's weep. I'm with the 6-man D. Make the 9mm clap like an ass cheese. Champagne with the top boys. Chinese dim sum with the bok choy. Split him in the middle with a chopstick. Make a bitch out of man. Tomboy. I'm outside with a fag and a can and me top off. Hammered, still knock your block off. Feds coming to the manor when it pop off. The block's on lock off. I still make the drop off. And they can try to take a couple of bands. I won't make a mosh pit, but I'll be rocking the mats. Then I'm built like a bottle of Stan. If they try to pop caps, I'll be knocking the mats. Puff up your chest, get smoked like a cigar. Pull strings like a bloke on a guitar. One call, get wrapped, dish dasher. Left in a dune in the sands in Kitta. Bando, bricks in between walls. Break bricks like bits on a D-wall. Bands bits to the boys in the Midlands. Box air passing the rock like a speedball. Big chain and it swings on a crisp white. Bring pain when I flex in a fist fight. Got them
hustlers in the background that don't know what to do with their arms and legs too, man. Like,
move them in like promiscuous ways.
Sit tight, I'll be running the roads, I'm back after midnight. Several row from me head to me tiptoes. Puff a dart, then I fling it out the window. Snub nose in the pocket of me 3-piece. Rest in peace, I'ma die for me zip code. Commas in the dot in the stash. Got the curry on the telly while I'm canning the cash. The man talk pork buzz and I'm loading the beans. If you're skimming on the cream, then I'm banging the mash. And you can find me round the back of the bar. Keep a big bang tucks in the back of the car. Got a barbelling on me while I cut the cigar.
Bro, that's how deep my autism go, bro. That's how deep my autism go, bro. I threw out bangers and mash, and you said, nah, bro, with your pork and beans. And I said, well, hold on. I got the tracks.
In the dot in the stash. Got the curry on the telly while I'm canning the cash. The man talk pork buzz and I'm loading the beans. If you're skimming on the cream, then I'm banging the mash. And you can find me round the back of the bar. Keep a big bang tucks in the back of the car. Got a barbelling on me while I cut the cigar. And I just hit the climb, baby, look, I'm a star.
I like the one guy.
People wonder why we're all tinfoil headed.
The one guy had the stool just leaning on. Like, I won't be able to stand for that long. Can I get a stool to lean on?
Bro, this one's pretty good. Bro, me and the girl are just banging these in the car, bro. They're good. I think technically he has a mullet.
I would.
Stepped into the building, changes swinging on my neck, cold rings on my fingers, summon on my wrist, tucked into my waist, see me with a big glass of the Bombay, took a little sip like vintage sticks, little blast from the past, cold rings click when I pass in the clouds, just stepped into the building, shot a little face, and I'm back on the road like Dubai trips on a jet plane, bar railings for the watch and the neck chain, don't want drinks on the land, I'm a sip of chai tea, cause the fly give me neck pain, Mumbai go for the while she's smiling, I had a notch on the bed frame, Italian suede in the seats of the brand new motor, quick little squirt of the Hagerwood boo from Mozambique with a tailor suit with the brogues on feet. I'm in Casablanca, blind Jack, I render with the AC blood in the driver's seat. Talk to the platinum hands on my timepiece, boy, cause the face ain't listening. Shining, glistening, look at these diamonds, dance while I stepped inside of the building. Changes swinging on my neck, gold rings on my fingers, summon on my wrist, tucked into my waist, little semi with a clip. Big blast of the Bombay, took a little sip like vintage sticks, little blast from the past. Gold rings click when I pass in the club. Just stepped into the building, shot a little face, and I'm back on the road like quick neck down to the strip, got gold in my wrist and a side bag pack full of clips. Strapping up my back, would get that lit, then pass that round to the left like this. Smoke in my lungs, toting the gun, I can never be broke, got a load of the funds.
Bro, I still can't believe this is real, bro. They're like banger good, dog.
I want to know these guys' actual background.
So I watched a few documentaries to get it figured out, okay? And yeah, they were 100% into some illegitimate shit, bro, because they do not talk about any of their previous life. Or they're really good at just creating a mystery for no effing reason. But nobody's come down and leaked anything about these guys, bro. And I think they waited till everybody that knew them was dead. And then they were like, yeah, dog, we gonna do this, right? But now what's really crazy is I believe it's Pete is the dude on the left, the shorter guy, right? And Pete had a niece, and he was taking his niece around, like driving her places, and she'd be listening to this. I forget what they call it, bro. The like type of rap. It's like UK trap, right?
Yeah.
But it's like called something UK words, you know?
Yeah.
And they were like, how'd you get into it? And he was like, yo, I drive my niece around and stuff. And she was like real into it. And you know, hey, I'm a grandpa.
Playing these bangers and mash.
And I was like, oh, I don't know about this music, but you know, I'm a good grandpa. So I saved a radio station on the car. And then I just accidentally start listening to it. Then I was like, damn, this is good. Now Bass has a musical background. And he plays like piano and trumpet and this and that and did like music throughout his life, right? But they all talk about just like when they were kids. And then there's a gap that they never talk about. And then, hey, we're here. So he writes all this shit, bro. So he was like, yeah, I used to write poetry and stuff, da-da-da. So then he came to him and was like, yo, let's make some like UK gangster trap shit, bro. And dude was like, hold my fresca, bro. Fucking like,
sounds like fun.
Oh my Bombay, as he says.
Anything.
And then these dudes are allegedly writing and performing all this, bro. Like, absolutely bonkers, man.
Takes any y'all make money when I speak, you're lucky I don't charge. Right, bigger than the bar, big dough. Time ticking on the mall. Wristwatch, need a break from the bar. Chip shot, side chick sitting in the car worth pistol. Let me tell you something, bad boys like us ran here for the chit chat.
Bro, I think this is the one that I first saw, bro. And it's pretty.
Just like doing gangster shit, dude.
Banging on the chick 'cause I'm a gangster bitch. I'm gang banging on the strip on some gangster shit. Hammer in the truck and I can bang this clip. And if you want to test us, I let the rap to rip. Wrapped up, get back in. The slacks ain't sagging. The suit stay pressed while the boys go grab him. The clock keep ticking, the block keep trapping. This one phone call if I want to toe tag him. Bag flipper, sipping the jack liquor. Big black jacket on my back, chinchilla. Big wet dipper, whipping the cane quicker. Pocket full of change in the bank got bigger. Big tipper, the girls get bigger. I'm on the block with an airpin trigger. Money on his head, pick it up for a figure. Pull up on his hood, work, zipper. Chop, chop, and the chopper just pop shots in him. Drop, pop, and I pop it and knocks off with it. Whip, whip, I whip it like my mama did. Trick, trick, I pick it up another shh. I love a woman that's ready to get down. She could tug a weapon, a Louis Vuitton can. Big mouth, she's a bit too loud, so I tell her come and sit a Brazilian butt down. Belly, belly, leather, and it's tailor fit. You know it costs a lot of money, but I'm made of it. Got a Chevy Lamborghini and a Mustang, sell it. Ride it with me, baby, take your pick. I'm a rider, drop an Eddie and no drag him in his eye there. Run up on him, then I clock and knock his eyes there. Didn't see it coming till I pull his eyes there. I'm wave, sipping any walla. Kicking back, riffing on a big fat bifter. She's a little fat, but the biff might lift her. Hey sister, where's your old mister? Do you wanna come and get naked and play Twister? Two blue ticks at a bird on red. There's money to be made on the road instead. And I cover my plate while I run that bread with my foot flat dead and a mask on my head. Banging on the chick 'cause I'm a gangster bitch. I'm gang banging on the strip on some gangster shit. Hammer in the truck and I can bang this clip. And if you wanna test us, I let the rap to rip. Wrapped up, get back in. The slacks stay slacking. The suit stay pressed while the boys go grab him. The clock keep ticking, the block keep trapping. This one phone call if I wanna toe tag him.
Yeah, bro. These dudes are like way better than a lot of current rappers, bro, that ain't old, bro. Like, that are very young. Like, absolutely nuts, bro. Absolutely nuts. I can watch these over and over, bro. Like, I done watched, like, all of them now, man. This is wildly entertaining. But I'll leave you all with that one. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got. Other than
all right. All right, man. Thank you so very much for hanging out on the Truther Cast. Make sure to check out that link description box down below. Signup.toleratetech.com. It helps keep the lights on here, but more importantly, it helps you not be pissed off at your computer and be secure. Ask anybody around me. They'll tell you that I can definitely help you out, and I know what the hell I'm doing. So get a like-minded tech guy right away today. Hit that signup.toleratetech.com link in the description box down below. And, skip the mention of it, but you can join the Truther Tribers Primo Squad over at the locals. Just hit that join button, like a little bit below, like right there. Like hit the join button, brings you over to locals, make a free account, or sign up for the tribe. And you can pay a few dollars to help keep the lights on around here. If you would like to save even more dollars and pay us less, you can use the promo code BetterNewsFeed. But we would love your support monetarily to help keep the lights on around here, because then I could do even more shit, because I could rationalize spending more time on this thing, man. I do my best. We try to get the word out here for free, which is why you can do Dano's free thing.
share it, hoes.
And then we're all good, man. So do that shit. Share it out to one friend, family member, or random motherfucker on the internet you're trying to prove some shit to. And we'll do this all again next week, man. We got that too. We got that one. And then I do believe we've got something like
Hey, what's up, Matt? All right, all right, all right.